Welcome back to another video. I'm not sure how this one's going to go together, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that incredible cinematic sunrise. We have the guy who's probably the most talented, the most skilled cameraman for filming short B-roll segments, possibly in the world, right behind the camera right now. His name's Mitch. Where are we? What are we doing? Today we are on Minnesota opener in Minnesota, baby. I think it's May 11th or something like that, Saturday morning. And there's only one place you go to do this, and that is Leech Lake in Minnesota. Horseshoe Bay Lodge right behind me. My home away for home on Leech Lake. Check them out. This is where walleye fishing happens. They got everything that a walleye fisherman needs to come up here and catch a whole bunch of these fish. So I'm not going to talk too much right now. We're going to blast off. Beautiful day. We're going to catch a lot of walleyes, I believe, and take you guys along for the ride. Twofold mission: catch a bunch of walleyes, film a bunch of app content for all you Minnesota walleye hardos, you walleye freaks. Got one, walleye. Oh yeah. That's feeling nice. That's feeling like a nice fish right there. Oh, dude, I love this place. Jig crushing walleyes. And they fight so dang hard. And we are all over him. It's actually not even that big. He's just literally fighting that hard. Come here, buddy. Isn't that just a beautiful sight on Minnesota opener? Isn't that a beautiful sight right there? Oh, baby. Warms the soul, Mitchell. Warms the soul. And we're just firing baits at fish when we see them. About the simplest way to catch a walleye of all time. There's a thinned out one there. Thinned out post spotter. It's crazy this year how warm the water is. So many times I'm up here on opener and the water temp's like 47, 48. This year it's like 55. Dang near 60 in some of these bays probably when it warms up in the afternoon. Beautiful walleyes right there. As the sun's coming up over one of my favorite lakes on the planet right there. Let's let that rascal go, huh? See you later, buddy. What a beautiful sight that is. Oh. Feels good. As you guys could see on the live, there was like two fish there. One was kind of locked into it, and I jigged it a couple times right in his face. Fish kind of dipped down into the bottom, disappeared, and then bit. Pretty simple, pretty standard issue right there. Rinse and repeat, baby. Oh, he's moving fast. It's on me now. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Took a little bit of running him around, Mitchell. But we do, in fact, have him. That one really wanted to follow it and follow it and follow it and follow it. But he finally got it. If we had a little bit more wind, I think it'd be better. We may get some at some point. I don't know. But hey, man, we're picking them apart. The goal is to try to stay out of the way of a bunch of these big crowds. So far, we only got a few homies in like a half-mile stretch, which might mean we're not around the biggest schools. But if we just run around, cover enough ground, we'll catch them. Nice walleye, nice walleye. There we go. There's a ton of perch here, which are just all those little smaller blips on the bottom. And then we see one of these bigger fish, put a bait right on it, and they do pretty much seem to bite. There's just your standard issue 19.5 incher. What would you say, camera guy? 18, 19, he says. Beautiful though. Absolutely love it, man. Feels good. See you later, buddy. Whoa, feisty. Back down he goes. Had to work that one a little bit. You guys could see we just got some like remnant waves we were fishing from the day before. Other than that, there's just no wind action yet. Incredibly nice to be out. These shallow fish love the wind out here. All right, guys, quick break from the fishing. I want to talk to you guys about a few of the app uploads we've done in the last week now. I've done a lot of them in the state of Wisconsin, breaking down bites, but the same thing's going on here. We're breaking down fish on a whole bunch of different locations. One on warm bays, one on fishing some crankbaits, and another one on locations as well. Kind of breaking down a lot of the stuff we're looking for fish right now. Also, on the Walleye Now side of things, we have all the giveaways going on. We'll be giving away, we've already given away the Shields gift card, Elliott Rod. We're giving away a big Acme Kalen's prize pack, and we're also giving away a Humminbird Helix 9. Now, to win those, all you have to do is be a premium app member of Walleye Now. To do that, if you already are, great, you're entered to win in the month of May. If you're not, super simple. Download the Walleye Now app, create an account, and then get on either the monthly or the yearly premium subscription, and you guys will be entered to win a Humminbird Helix 9 with mega side imaging, or the awesome big lure pack we got giving away. Those two giveaways will be done the third week in May, and then the end of May. So make sure you guys sign up for that and you'll be entered to win. We wanted to give back to you guys along with all the great content we've been pushing out on the app. So thank you guys all for being a loyal part of Walleye Now. And yeah, back to the fishing, Mitchell. Mitchell, throw yours right there. We're on. Another nice fish. And we are in a school of them right now. I just moved to barely about a couple hundred yards. Just running down this sand flat. There's a nice one. He's all kind of all wrapped up in the line here, but we'll do a little grab on him. There we go, Mitchell. How about that one, huh? There is a big school off the other side of the boat. Yeah, I just spot locked down. There we go. And a lot of times fishing these sand flats, you might cover some ground before you kind of get around that bigger school of fish. Always worth. The spot we started out fishing, we were driving around, and it just, I mean, every 100 yards I'd pitch at a fish. That's not quite what this lake's capable of. Drove a few hundred more yards, and boom, baby. There's a beautiful one right there. Let's let her go, Mitchell. Let's let her go. I got a feeling cameraman's about to catch one, though. All right, get your little slip bobber rod, Mitchell. We're gonna get you one. Mitchell, right here. I mean, I'm gonna catch one right here too. So. This is like game over situation. In my camera box. In 3, 2. No way one doesn't bite. Yep. Right there, Mitchell. Now we're having some fun, boys. Now we're having some fun, huh? Nothing better in the world, man. Yeah, he's feeling pretty nice. He's staying down good. Oh yeah, look at him. Finally, we're getting a little wind picking up. We're in some fish. And look at these guys, man. It's as good as it gets, huh, Mitchell? Go ahead and scoop them. Boom, baby. There we go. Here's what we're gonna do, Mitchell. Here's what we're gonna do. You still got a leech on here?
Of course I do. Tell everybody what I've been doing back there.
He's been blind casting a leech.
I'll get mic'd up here.
Which is not super productive. Alright, that should go down by the time I get this fish unhooked. Oh yeah, Mitchell's not mic'd up.
That's why I waited.
Are they coming up yet? You might be set real shallow, unfortunately. Not to say they can't come up that far. But dude, hungry, Leech Lake, walleyes. Are you kidding me, dude? How much better does it get? Minnesota opener. They're coming up all over that thing. They're just not quite biting it yet. There we go. We got to set you a little farther down here, big homie. Yeah. I mean, when you're on them, you're on them. I haven't turned any of this stuff off, Mitchell. I mean, this has been like 3 casts in a row.
I'm just trying to get batteries
Super
in
nice
the mic
fish.
over
I know.
here.
Mitch is trying to get mic'd up. I just couldn't let that school get away from us. Couldn't let it happen. Oh man. Well, they're getting bitey, Mitchell, huh?
They are. I like it.
What do you think?
I like it. Hopefully we have audio because this thing is about dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, mine's still good. Beautiful.
No, this is dead.
Fish after fish. Duracell, if you're watching, I need that sponsorship because we're chewing through about
Too many.
way too many. I mean,
Too
I'm
many.
double A's. You know when you wash your pants and the old lady's like, I told you to take the change out of your pants. Mine's batteries, double A batteries. I've been washing those suckers in the washing machine, hundreds at a time.
Well, quit being stupid.
Quit being stupid, the guy says. Slip bobber, Mitchell.
I'm trying to get ready here. Hold on.
I know.
Give me a minute.
So basically what we got going on here is anytime I'm fishing this way, I like to have multiple rods kind of ready to go. And we're obviously fishing jig minnow, but a lot of times I'm just like pitch. I like to have kind of multiple things happening, so I always have a couple of rods stacked up here somewhere. One, which if it gets real calm out, or if we want to chuck it around, Mitchell's been chucking around a little bit, is the slip bobber setup, 2-bead precision shooter, Kalen's sharp shooting slip bobber, down to just that leech on there. Haven't needed that yet. That's like last case scenario for me. But we've had such a warm spring this year that a lot of bugs are already hatching in a lot of these lakes, especially back in Wisconsin where we've been fishing for a week now. And so slip bobber could play as well. And if I get fish that seem real bitey, or if I just needed something quick to throw on one, if I lose a minnow, I got 3-inch jerk minnow on a 1/4 ounce head. So my guess would be as the day goes on, the wind picks up, this is gonna get a lot more productive. And a lot of times I'll fish this real short too, you know, get it out there on a fish. And I'm not gonna do like a lot of like this kind of stuff. A lot more like just these quick little snaps. Putting it on a fish right away, working it real short in their face and kind of making them interact with that bait. As opposed to like doing these big yanks where you're just trying to scream that bait along. So, I mean, basically, can you come out here with just a jig? You sure can, but it is nice to have a few different options ready to fire at our next customer, Mitchell. Got him, Mitchell.
You got him?
We are lighting them up now. Smallest one.
That's a little guy.
And a few fish, but we'll take them. It's your classic Leech Lake keeper size walleye right there.
Do you want to keep him?
Do I want to keep him?
Yeah.
I mean, he could be tasty, but out of respect, people always ask, why don't we keep fish? The main thing for me is, it is a respect thing. I need these little suckers to do my job, right? Without these guys, I don't have a job really anymore. We'd be bluegill fishing, which Mitch would love.
Yeah. I love it.
but we'll let him go. Luckiest walleye in the lake, Mitchell. The lake, that fish that gets let go on opening day. Back for more, baby. 1/4 ounce Google eye. I like to go a little bit heavier just because I can get the bait to the fish faster.
Who gave you that tip?
I mean, it's a pretty well-known tip, I'd say.
I gave you that tip.
Oh,
The guy was fishing a 1/8
in 6 feet of
and
water.
he couldn't feel it. He didn't even know if he's on bottom. Folks.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He didn't even know.
All right, and then we're tipping it with way undersized minnows, but hey,
Yeah, they're pretty small.
it's what the bait shop had, right? If we get a little wind today, or if they start seeming super froggy, like I start getting smashed on the way down, I'll probably go to a plastic, but otherwise, that about as simple as a setup as a guy needs to come out and get it done. We haven't filmed a single jig and minnow thing this year.
No.
It's kind of crazy. Well, when you're fishing this way, we're getting lots of these fish to pick it up off the bottom, and it seems like just what they want. A lot of times on this lake, actually, it seems like the way I catch them is kind of where I'm getting the bait out there, getting it around a fish, and I'm just kind of like, almost like short, just twitching it on the bottom. I'm not getting that big whack. It seems like a lot of times they like that thing like that, unless you get big wind, then you go to the big, crazy jig stroke. But when you're getting fish to pick it up off the bottom, if you're fishing with like a really stiff rod, one problem you run into is that you're gonna pick up and that fish is gonna be on there and you're gonna put a lot of tension on there. And with the braid and everything, that fish is gonna feel that super fast action rod right away. So I like to fish with, my favorite rod for doing this is a 7.3 medium light fast. Now this rod's kind of a finesse rod, a little bit longer, but it has a lot of tip load that transfers in to a lot of backbone. So plenty of rod to fight whatever fish you might catch. But the important part is like when I pick up, and I'm jigging my bait, I'm like, oh, there's one right there. You'll see the tip will just kind of load like this, and that tip's real light and wispy, so I can be like, all right, he's got it. And I can kind of feel him swimming away a little bit, and then I just do that big long kind of sweep into the fish. So if you're in this situation where you're pitching shallow water fish and they're picking it up and running on the bottom with it, go with something a little bit longer and a little bit softer at the tip, so you can load that tip up to detect the bite without them feeling it. We are on, baby. Unbelievable day. Unbelievable fishing, man. I mean, look at this thing. That's what you want right there. That was a single individual fish. I kind of got up high and got all squirrely. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab this guy. Wow, dude, this is turning into a super fun day. Unbelievable. There we go. Another perfect fish, man. Catching them, sharpshooting. This is my favorite way to fish. It's interactive. You're flying around fast. You're moving, you're grooving, and putting baits on fish. Crazy. We still don't have hardly any wind today, but if we just kind of process through enough of these fish, we're getting them to go. Those are just perfect Leech Lake walleyes right there, my friends. I don't know how it gets any better than that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If you guys want a fun spring walleye trip, or really any time of year, this place is lights out every time of year, but get up here to Horseshoe Bay Lodge on Leech. The place is unreal, and there's tons of fish to catch. And it's really one of those places you can go and fish this way all year long if you want. All right, guys, well, super successful morning or day on the water, whatever you want to call it. We are gonna get some lunch though at here at Horseshoe, I believe is the plan, Mitchell. We may go back out, we may not, we're not really sure yet, but we do have a bunch of app videos to film for sure. But for now, let's jump out of the boat, Mitchell, dump some footage. Fun morning?
Yeah, that's it.
Mitchell said it was fun morning. Was it fun to film? I mean, my part was fun.
To film, it was fun to flip a bobber around.
Mitchell blindly flipped a bobber around, didn't yield many bites.
No.
But, you know, I did have a slight advantage working with two hummingbirds in the bow, but
Possibly.
you know, good angler will catch those fish without a graphic. That was a Minnesota opener, baby. It's a wrap. We did it. We came, we saw, we caught the fish. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this one. It was a ton of fun to make. Mitch is looking at me like the mic might not be on.
It's on.
But it is the whole time.
Yeah, you got it on you?
Mine's on.
Where is it?
Inside my shirt. Maybe it wasn't that great. It's a little scuffed up, a little ugly sometimes, but hey, that's what you get. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this one. That was Minnesota opener. Caught a whole bunch of fish. Leech Lake's one of my favorite places. We'll definitely be back here this year. Had a ton of fun. Check out Horseshoe Bay if you guys are interested. Make sure you guys get on the app for some of the awesome giveaways we got going on. We also have tons of content going up. 3 videos in particular that just have a ton of value over the course of the last week. So appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna drive home. I'm gonna travel somewhere else this week and hopefully catch a bunch of fish. So thank you guys for watching. If you're not yet, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you next time.